Hey, church family. Want to take a few minutes to share with you today about a, a powerful blessing that is found in God's Word that I think is sometimes overlooked. Everybody's familiar with the Ten Commandments and the Law of Moses, and many of you have seen the movie, The Ten Commandments, and uh, seen the powerful representation of God writing with his finger on the tablets and giving Moses the law. But oftentimes, as we read through those scriptures, we seem intent on looking at the don'ts. And there's in verse 4 of Exodus chapter 20, there's an amazing promise there. There's also an amazing curse. And I just wanted to take a moment and share that with you for your reflection. In Exodus 20, it says, "And God spoke all these words. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make yourself an image in the form of anything in heaven above or on the earth beneath or in the waters below. You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God." And oftentimes that's where we stop. Idolatry is a huge thing, and I really believe that idolatry is the root of all sin. Anything that we put before God, any choice we make that we put before God is a form of idolatry. And it seems like to me that idolatry is the root of all sin, because either we're putting ourselves before God or we're putting something else before God when we sin. And so this passage to me speaks volumes. But then he makes this statement and he pronounces this curse. And he says, "I'm a jealous God, punishing the children for the sins of the parents to the third and fourth generation of those who hate me." And we see that played out in our society with addictions and drugs and alcohol and all kinds of addictions. And it not only affects the person who has the addiction, it affects the children, and sometimes the children after that, and sometimes the children after that. And that's the consequence of sin. I would remind you that sin is not passed on one to another based on what Ezekiel 18 says. That it's the soul that sins is the soul that dies, but the repercussions of sin impacts so many people. And oftentimes we think it just affects us. But here's the promise that I want you to hang on for today. He says, "But showing love to 1,000 generations of those who love me and keep my commands." Wow, 1,000 generations. The love that you give, the life that you lead for God, for Christ, in obedience to him, can affect 1,000 generations. I want you to just take a moment today and think about that. The way we love is important. And that is why love is the most powerful force that is on the earth. And when you think about the words of Paul, where he says, "I will show you the most excellent way," he speaks of love. So may that love flow through you today, and may you bless others by the love you have for Christ. Have a blessed day.